The Manhattan dusk bathed the skyline in a golden haze. And Amelia Brooks stood by the floor-to-ceiling window of her luxury apartment. The city's lights twinkling like stars brought to Earth. At 42, she was a Wall Street legend. Her name a synonym for brilliance and grit. On her sleek mahogany desk lay a cream-colored wedding invitation, its elegant script proclaiming her upcoming marriage to Nathan Harper. As her fingers grazed the embossed letters, a wave of joy collided with memories of a childhood steeped in longing, a past of neglect, rivalry, and a fierce resolve to prove her worth. Amelia's story began in the quiet, tree-lined streets of Westchester, New York, where she grew up eclipsed by her older sister, Charlotte, born just 10 months apart. The sisters were opposites. Charlotte, with her golden curls and effortless charm, was the darling of their parents, Richard and Margaret Brooks. Amelia, called the unexpected blessing by her grandmother Evelyn, lingered on the fringes of their affection. In family photos, Charlotte beamed at the center, her smile radiant, while Amelia stood at the edge, her dark eyes searching for a place to belong. Family vacations mirrored this divide. At 7, Amelia overheard her parents planning a trip to Disney World. Her heart leapt with excitement, until Margaret's voice cut through. Sorry, Amelia, this time it's just Charlotte. You'll go next time. The promise was hollow. Amelia spent the summer with her grandparents, Henry and Evelyn, her small hands clutching a faded photo album, wondering why Charlotte was always deemed special. School was a battleground. Amelia's love for books and quiet nature made her a target for cruel classmates. Nerd, they whispered, their laughter echoing in the school library where she sought refuge with novels on astronomy. Charlotte, the popular one, never shielded her. Worse, she sometimes joined the taunts. One spring afternoon, as Amelia read alone in the library, a group of girls circled her. Always reading, huh? One sneered. Amelia's cheeks flushed. She glanced at Charlotte, passing by, hoping for a lifeline. Instead, Charlotte's voice was icy. Leave her be. My sister's different. The words pierced deeper than the laughter. Amelia fled to the bathroom, clutching her book, tears falling as her sister's betrayal carved a wound in her heart. Her grandparents' cozy home in upstate New York was her haven. Henry, a retired engineer with a twinkle in his eye, introduced her to the wonders of math and science. One crisp night, he set up an old telescope on their porch. Look at the stars, Amelia, he said, his voice warm with wisdom. They remind us our troubles are small, but our possibilities are endless. Evelyn, with her warm cookies and gentle smile, would say, you're special, sweetheart, but that can feel heavy. Be strong. These moments mended Amelia's fractured spirit, offering a sanctuary from her parents' favoritism and Charlotte's shadow. High school tested her resilience. Amelia's brilliance shone in physics, her quantum mechanics project at a science fair stunning her teachers. This could challenge textbooks, her professor marveled. But at home, Charlotte's jealousy poisoned the air. She's just showing off, Charlotte told their parents. Richard scolded. Don't trouble your teachers, Amelia. Fit in. Margaret added. Why can't you be like Charlotte? She has friends. Amelia retreated to her room, tears streaming as she vowed to find a world where her mind was her strength. At 16, a fight with Charlotte turned violent. In a fit of rage, Charlotte shoved her, and Amelia hit her head on a bookshelf, blood trickling down her face. Richard and Margaret rushed her to the hospital but dismissed it as an accident. In the sterile waiting room, a nurse's kind eyes met Amelia's trembling gaze. Are you okay, honey? She asked softly. Amelia poured out her pain, the years of being overlooked, Charlotte's lies, her parents' coldness. The nurse suggested contacting Child Protective Services. Hesitant but desperate, Amelia nodded, sensing a chance to break free. The aftermath was chaos. Richard roared, "You've shamed us." Margaret's silence was deafening. With little protest, they let Amelia move to Henry and Evelyn's. There, she found true family. Mornings smelled of Evelyn's pancakes. Nights were filled with Henry's stories under the stars. Life's hard, Amelia, he said, but each challenge builds your strength. Fueled by their love, Amelia won a national science competition. Her name in local papers. Charlotte's lies, claims of drugs and boyfriends, deepened the rift. Richard's accusations stung, but Amelia's resolve hardened. A full scholarship to Yale became her escape. A chance to be more than Charlotte's sister. Stepping onto Yale's campus, Amelia felt a surge of freedom. Here, she was just Amelia Brooks, bright, driven, ready to rewrite her story. Her professors lauded her analytical mind, and friends embraced her quirks. The scars of her childhood lingered, but the horizon glowed with possibility. Yale's autumn leaves swirled around Amelia as she carved her place in the world. Her economics classes were a stage for her brilliance. Her market analysis papers sparking debates among professors. "Ms. Brooks, you're a rare talent," one said, eyes gleaming. For the first time, Amelia felt her intellect was a gift, not a curse. She spent nights in the library, her ambition a quiet fire. But the ghosts of Westchester, Charlotte's taunts, her parents' dismissal, whispered doubts. In her sophomore year, Amelia met Nathan Harper in a quiet library nook. A law student with warm brown eyes. He was engrossed in a book on civil rights. Their talk, sparked by a shared love of philosophy, stretched past midnight. "You see the world differently," Nathan said, his smile disarming. "It's extraordinary." His words warmed her like sunlight after a long winter. Their bond grew over coffee in New Haven's quaint cafes and walks under starlit skies. Nathan saw her, fully, fiercely, as Amelia. After 8 years of shared dreams, he proposed at the Met, kneeling before a Monet painting. "Amelia, will you build a life with me?" Tears fell as she whispered, "Yes." By her mid-30s, Amelia ruled Wall Street, at a top investment bank. Her bold strategies turned heads. During a high-stakes presentation, she unveiled a plan to navigate a turbulent market. Her voice steady before skeptical executives. Silence followed. Then the CEO stood, clapping. "Game-changing, Ms. Brooks," he said, igniting applause. Amelia's heart soared. This was the validation she'd craved since childhood. Yet, her family's absence gnawed at her. Richard and Margaret sent only curt birthday cards. Charlotte was a silent void. As her wedding neared, Amelia faced a wrenching choice. Invite her family? Memories of broken promises and Charlotte's lies flooded back. With Nathan's support, she sent a text. "Mom. Dad, Charlotte, I'm engaged to Nathan. Wedding's next month. 15th. You're welcome." Her heart pounded, hope and fear clashing. Their replies crushed her. Richard wrote, "Your father should walk you down the aisle. A demand, not a blessing." Charlotte snapped, "Marrying before me? Always stealing the show." The words reopened old wounds. A week before the wedding, Richard called. "We can't come," he said. "Charlotte's VP promotion party is the same day." Amelia's voice was ice. "Enjoy it." Hanging up, she collapsed, Nathan catching her as sobs shook her. That night, Manhattan's skyline glittered defiantly. "We don't need them," she told Nathan. "We have Henry, Evelyn, our friends, our real family." The wedding was a vision of light. Henry walked Amelia down the aisle, her lace gown shimmering. Nathan's vows, "I'll cherish you, Amelia, always," freed her from her past. The reception buzzed with joy. Nathan's parents embracing her as their own. In a quiet moment by the window, Charlotte appeared, her elegant dress masking exhaustion. "I left my party," she said, voice trembling. "I'm sorry, Amelia. Your strength, your brilliance. I was jealous. Can we try again?" Anger and hope collided in Amelia's chest. "I can't forgive yet," she said softly, "but I'm glad you're here. Maybe in time." They stood, Manhattan's lights a silent promise of healing. 2 months after the wedding, Amelia stood on her balcony, Manhattan's stars mirroring her newfound clarity. Therapy with Dr. Larson had become her compass, each session peeling back layers of pain. She relived the Disney World exclusion, Charlotte's betrayals, her parents' coldness. "You're not erasing the past," Dr. Larson said, "but reshaping its hold on you." Amelia felt lighter, her heart reclaiming space for hope. Nathan was her anchor. One night, as they cooked dinner, she shared, "I thought I needed Mom and Dad's approval. But I don't. You, Henry, Evelyn, my friends, you're my family. Nathan hugged her, whispering, "You're enough." Amelia. His words were a bomb. Her parents' letter sat unopened, its edges worn from her touch. "We regret missing your wedding." It read. "Can we meet?" Amelia wasn't ready, but the urgency to prove herself was gone. Charlotte texted, "I meant it at the wedding." "Coffee?" Amelia agreed, meeting her in a quiet cafe. Charlotte's eyes held regret. "I was wrong," she said. "I want to know you." Amelia nodded, cautious but open. It was a start. Visiting Henry and Evelyn, Amelia sat under their telescope. "You've built a beautiful life," Henry said, his voice proud. Evelyn's hand squeezed hers. "We love you." Surrounded by their warmth, Amelia felt whole. Blood tied her to Richard, Margaret, and Charlotte. But love, fierce, chosen love, defined her family. At work, Amelia mentored young analysts, sharing Henry's wisdom. Knowledge is power. Her colleagues saw her glow. No longer the girl hiding in libraries. On her balcony, Nathan joined her. "What's on your mind?" he asked. "Our future," Amelia said, smiling. "I'm ready." The skyline sparkled, a canvas of dreams. With her chosen family, Amelia was ready for a life where love, not blood, wrote her story.